Hi guys, and welcome to my demonstration on how to use the Phillips Dictaphones. So when you get your case, open up your case. Inside you should have a Phillips white dictaphone, or you may have a silver Phillips dictaphone, and in each case you should have a USB cable like that or like that for you to plug the dictaphone into the computer. Starting with the white Phillips dictaphones, make sure that your battery is in the back. There is a flap at the back there, so you should have a battery in there. If the battery goes flat, that's how you change it. So you basically slot and unslot that back cover to reveal the battery. At the side here is your USB connection. Shortly I'll be showing you how to plug this in and to back up your recordings. And on the front we have an up and down for volume if you wish to play back the recordings on the dictaphone, and we also have a skip back and skip forward function if you wish to skip tracks that you've recorded on the dictaphone. In the middle here is the play button, and this is also the on and off button. At the side here we have a stop and delete, and we have our, most importantly, record button, the red button there, which is also a pause button. Avoid pressing pause. When you start using these dictaphones, when you're ready to make a voice recording, press the red button to record and the stop button to stop recording. So in the middle here, press and hold the play button and the dictaphone will come on. You will see on the screen a timer to show you how long your recording is taking. At the top, most importantly, is a folder. This is displaying A. This means that all of the recordings that you make will be going into a folder called A, which will be accessible when we plug these dictaphones into the computer. So to create a recording, we press the red button there, and you'll see a light comes on at the top there. On all these dictaphones, the microphones are at the top. Don't speak right into the microphone. If you hold it about there, it should be able to pick up your voice pretty well. Make sure that when you're producing your recording on the dictaphone, you're somewhere quiet and there's as little background noise as possible. When we've finished doing our recording, we press the stop button there, and it'll beep to tell us that it's completed. We can then press and hold that middle button to turn the dictaphone off, and on the side here is a hold button. If you push that up so that there's red showing, that means that if you put the dictaphone in your pocket, it won't accidentally be turned on while you're carrying it around. The silver dictaphones are very similar, but some of the functions are slightly different, so I will show you now. So instead of there being an on and off button in the center there, that is actually our record button. We, like the white dictaphones, have a minus and plus to turn the volume up if you wish to play the recordings on the dictaphone, and also like the white dictaphones, we have a skip back and a skip forward there. We also have a play button to listen to the recordings on the dictaphone and a stop. So like the white dictaphones, I would suggest when you're recording you press the record button and press the stop. We want to avoid pausing recordings. So on the side here we have a hold button, the same as on the white dictaphones, and you'll see if you push that trigger to hold, again, if you put that in your pocket, it's not going to record while you're carrying it. If we push and hold that trigger all the way to the on position, it'll play a little tune to tell you that it is turned on. You may get a set time come up onto the screen. Simply menu out of that by pressing the menu button. Similar to the white dictaphones, it will display a folder to tell you where your recordings are going to be stored on the dictaphone. On this dictaphone it's showing A. There are actually 4 folders on these dictaphones, A, B, C and D. If we press the red button, once again you'll get a red light come on at the top. On these dictaphones there are 2 mics at the top, and the same as the white dictaphones, don't hold the dictaphone close to your mouth, hold it about there and you should get a decent recording. Press the stop button to complete your recording. When we're done, go back to the trigger here, push that towards the off position and then push it all the way across to the hold position. The battery compartment on the silver dictaphones is exactly the same position as the white dictaphones, so slide that down. Silver dictaphones have 2 batteries, check that that's in place and slot that back in. When we've completed all the recordings that we need, grab your USB cable. On the white dictaphones, the connection is on the side here, so the smaller connector on our USB cable slots into there, and then this is then connected to the computer. On the silver dictaphones, exactly the same. Use the small connector. The USB connection is actually on the bottom. Place that into the bottom of the silver dictaphone and connect that to the computer in order to back up your recordings. When you're ready to back up your recordings from either your white Phillips dictaphone or your silver Phillips dictaphone, plug it into your computer. You should hear a sound on the computer to confirm that it's connected, and on the dictaphone it should say PC. Go to this folder on your toolbar, so click on that, and then over here you should see Phillips. That is our dictaphone, so if we click on that, go into the voice folder, double click, and here are the folders that I told you about, A, B, C and D. So if we double click on A, there's the recording that we produced. We can double click on that to play it, and you'll see a light, and we can right click and copy our recording and place it in a folder in our documents. Make sure that you back up all of the recordings that you've done before you return the dictaphone, as all recordings will be deleted upon return. Ensure that you copy all of your dictaphone recordings, like so, into a folder onto your documents. So I'm going to go to my documents here. I have a dictaphone recordings folder, and right click and paste. When I've copied all of the recordings that I've done on the dictaphone, at this point I will remove the dictaphone so that I know the recordings that I'm using are on the computer and not on the dictaphone. Avoid at all costs producing an Adobe Premiere video project using the dictaphone as memory storage. Always copy and paste your dictaphone recordings into a separate folder on the PC, remove the dictaphone and use the recordings on the PC. Thank you for watching, and if you have any problems with your equipment, feel free to contact me, and I will see you in the next demonstration video.